good, they die young. And I just looked around. He was gone.
Good evening. Welcome to Poetry in Motion. My name is Raphael Hauser. I'm going to give you some opening comments, along with a statement of purpose for this poetry reading. I'd also like to acquaint you with the program structure, and after the program reading, or the poetry reading is finished, I'll come back to you with some closing remarks. As I said, this poetry reading is called Poetry in Motion. It's sponsored by Minorities in Computer-Related Occupations, better known as MICRO, and we're live at the People's Theater here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I hope that you'll be able to warm your hearts at this communal campfire of art. During this Thanksgiving week, we all realize that we have much to be grateful for. I hope that you all had a very hearty meal. And with that, I'd like to share with you a poem called Point of View by Shel Silverstein. Thanksgiving dinners, sad and thankless. Christmas dinners, dark and blue. When you stop and try to see it from the turkey's point of view. Sunday's dinner isn't sunny. Easter feasts are just bad luck when you see it from the viewpoint of a chicken or a duck. Oh, how I once loved tuna salad, pork and lamb chops too, until I stopped and tried to see it from the dinner's point of view. The purpose of this poetry reading is to showcase local talent, as well as appreciate our Black heritage with such poets as Maya Angelou, Paul Laurence Dunbar, Langston Hughes, Nikki Giovanni, and many others. The poetry reading will follow the formatted program that you have with very few changes. We will proceed the formatted program with an open session. And beginning that open session will be Cecilia Bailey, and she will be reading The Negro Mother, followed by Deborah Laura, who will read The Cycle, and we'll close with Rose Luhing, and she'll be reading Ode to a Rose.
Children, I've come by today to tell you a story of the long, dark grave that I had to climb, that I had to know, in order that the race might live and grow. Look at my face, age like the night, and yet shining like the sun with love's true light. I am the child they stole from the sand 300 years ago in Africa's land. I am the dark girl who crossed the wide sea, carrying in my body the seed of the land. I'm the woman who labored in the field, who labored as a slave, beaten and mistreated for the work that I did. Sold away from me. Husband sold to no safety, no love, no respect was I due. 300 years ago, in the deepest South, God put a song and a prayer in my mouth. God put a dream like steel in my soul. And now, through my children, I'm reaching my goal. Now, through my children, I'm young and free. I realize the blessings denied to me. I couldn't read then, couldn't even write. I had nothing back there in the night. Sometimes the valley was free of tears, but I kept trudging on through the lonely years. Sometimes the road was hot with sun, but I had to keep on till my work was done. I had to keep on, no stopping for me. I was the seed of the coming free. Oh, I nursed the dream that nothing could smother. Deep in my breast, the Negro mother. Oh, I know I only had hopes then, but now, through you, dark ones of today, my dream must come true. All you dark children in the world out there, remember my sweat, my pain, my despair. Remember my years heavy with sorrow, and make of those years a torch for tomorrow. Believe in the right, let none push you back. Remember the wit and the slaver's track. Oh, remember how the strong in struggle and strife still bar you the way and deny you none. Oh, my children, may my dreams and my prayers impel you forever up the great stairs. For I will be with you till no white brother dares keep down the children of the Negro mother. I thank you.
In the name of it's called the cycle. It's like birth, hooray. It is joy, or is it sorrow? The trials you face throughout tomorrow can pick you up or bring you down. The scene is like a circle going around and around. Birth, hooray, a new creation has come about. The world is of good and evil. This is no doubt. The decision is in our hand. We must make a choice on this great land. Birth, hooray, yes, you'll grow, and death you'll face. Yet, we must remember this must take place. So hold on, hold tight to the unchanging hands, for the power of the Lord is in demand. Thank you.
Where I lie, when I die, an old tomb rose. When I die, just let me lie. Makes no difference where or when. Just dig a hole and throw me in. Because my body will fertilize the soil, and my spirit the heavenly way. So please, don't worry what happened to me that day.
You've taken my blues and gone. You sing them on Broadway, and you sing them in Hollywood Bowl. And you mix them up with symphonies, and you fix them so they don't sound like me. Yep, you've taken my blues and gone. You also took my spirituals and gone. Well, you put me in Macbeth, and Carmen Jones, and in all kinds of swing macaws. And in everything. But what's about me? But someday somebody will stand up and talk about me, and write about me, black and beautiful, and sing about me, and put on plays about me. I reckon it'll be myself. Yes, it'll be me.
Where is that sugar hammer I sent you this morning to buy? I say, where is that sugar hammer I sent you this morning to buy? Coffee without sugar makes a good woman cry.
I ain't got no sugar, Hattie. I done gambled your dime away. I ain't got no sugar, Hattie. I done gambled your dime away. And if you's a wise woman, Hattie, you ain't gonna have nothing to say.
I ain't no wise woman. I am evil and mad. I ain't no wise woman, Hammond. I am evil and mad. Ain't no sense in a good woman being treated so bad.
I don't treat you bad, Hattie, but neither does I treat you good. I don't treat you bad, Hattie, but neither does I treat you good. I reckon I could treat you worse if I would.
Lord, 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 these things we women have to stand. Lord, 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 these things we women have to stand. Ain't there nowhere a do-right man?
That lonesome road, hang down your head and cry.
I am the blues. You are looking at the blues. My existence has been forever, has survived in the souls of Billie Holiday, Ma Rainey, and Bessie Smith. I have been at the bottom of rum-filled glasses, stood, laid, walked, and breathed the earth. You have hummed me through your trembling lips, laid your head upon my ample breast, and I am here to tell you it's okay to feel blue. Now, sometimes I get it wrong, 'cause they say I ain't no lady. My life's a little shady and my language unrefined. But them that look snooty-nosed at me, they get the blues too. 'Cause there's one thing about the blues. It's an equal opportunity employer.
In the lonely solitude of my present happiness, I wait patiently to be set free, to soar, to fly the horizon with the wingspan of the condor, to glory beneath a sun vibrant with color. The harsh reality of my life is like a knife with a jagged edge tearing my soul to pieces. I've bled in all colors, and I've nourished on dextrose and saline. The validity of my existence is my soul's shadow, drifting. My consciousness is vast, though at times needlessly void. Cast me upon the waters, watch me dance, the dance of life. Transcendental forces within the universe protect me, as the Prince of Darkness silently awaits my mistake. Unlike silks, satin, tweeds, and other fabrics of my lifetime, I'm a man of all seasons, a paradigm. I absorb all, real to the unreal. I harvest with the moon and hide within the shadows of the sun, but I reap not. Let me flourish as ivy upon the angel hallowed walls. Let sublimity touch and caress my oneness, my soul. I want to sip a billion blue-green bubbles from a tiny golden thimble, while I feed upon that which is not edible. Love, kindness, compassion. Then watch me fold, watch me decay. Watch as I bloom with the tilt of the earth's axis, and wither with the flow of the tides. Eyes of darkness, caress me still. Doubt me not, my friend, doubt me not, for I swam with golden black mermaids of the Euphrates, and I sank with that great Atlantis called Africa. Cold, so icy cold as I perceive to grow within myself, a complete vacuum of loneliness and hate, a desperate craving for life.
What color is the blues? That lonely, lonesome moon? What color is the blues? Sitting around, feeling down under a gray sky, feeling tears of the painful years coming from their red eyes. See a golden flower bend under the heat that burnt their skin. Think about those brave black men who uttered the sounds of the blues. But those men didn't give the blues to this country. This country gave the blues to those men. Tears in their eyes, pain in their hearts, bodies beaten, families torn apart. They uttered that they'd be left their pride and not be given the blues. They took the blues, the pain, the tears, held them within for many long years, and when this country looked around, those men gave forth a beautiful sound, the blues. What color is the blues? That lonely, lonesome mood, given by whites to the blacks, heaped upon their tired backs, under the pressure. Some men cried, under the pressure some men died, under the pressure some men survived to give to this nation the warning news that is heard in the sounds of the blues.
This is the story of a rhythm, born out of a truth so deep, like emotions. A rhythm carried from a nation to a plantation through the legs of a zoot suit. A rhythm that burst from the hearts of Negroid counts and brown divas. They carried that rhythm down streets howling and bringing the word, until at last it became my special friend. The elders at church say I'm lusting after music. Well, I beg to debate that. For I am part of a culture whose life is made up of rhythms, to be picked up on and interpreted by my rhythm section. For I am part of a culture whose life is made up of rhythms, to be picked up on and interpreted by my rhythm section. ever get a chance to slap a man for some ill wrong done me, I think I would like it said that I knocked him 50 feet. Wherein he, poor soul that he may be, lay in a state of suspended animation for some great time, at which point I would gain immediate release from my pent-up emotions, and he would awake to find woman to be a creature of omnipotent magnitude, profound utterances, and perpetual grace, and would surely regroup himself into a better plane of thought where the subject of woman is concerned.
Now back to morbidity after fed. I am not a boy prince nor a man king, but I have been knighted with a love for the darkness. Shadows. Shadows and loneliness engulf and hide me. Shadows of an eternity caress me. Shadow of an uncarried moment caress me. Yet I want to be seen, to be heard, to feel, to love. To suck the warm rays of the sun, bathe in the coolness of the moonlight. Caress the dew of dawn beneath my feet. To touch, to smell a rose of yellow. I want to cry an endless echo of happiness, of love, across an endless sky of blue. Shadows. Shadows continue to hold me, continue to be my existence. Why do they possess my soul? Sometimes rain falls upon me with a fierce cry of rage. My body accepts the pellets of the rain's harsh caress lovingly, without thought of umbrella, humiliation, or 45 Magnum. Dare I step from between the linear lines of the shadows, all cold, all dark, all empty wet. Black shadows, white shadows, bright shadows of the rainbow, though not shiny wet with love nor compassion. My soul withers, my spirits flee. Shadows of a forgotten tomorrow live without me.
I am singing in the pitch of a silent forest. Will you hear me?
Who will hear me?
If I sing to the wind, to the rocks, to the trees, who will hear me?
Who will hear me?
I am a woman of laughter, in tears,
In pain,
in
love.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Listen to me. I am a black woman. The music of my song, some sweet arpeggio of tears, is written in a minor key, and I can be heard humming in the night. I saw my mate leap screaming to the sea, and I, with these hands, cut the life breath from my issue in the canebrake. I lost Nat's swinging body in a rain of tears and heard my son scream all the way from Anzio for the peace he never knew. I learned the name and Pork Chop Hill in anguish. Now my nostrils know the gas, and these trigger-tied fingers seek the softness in my warrior's beard. For I am a black woman, tall as a cypress, strong beyond all definition, still defying place and time and circumstance, assailed, impervious, indestructible. Look on me and be renewed.
I've been, but I gotta keep moving till
till I move on in.
I was on my way to a higher plane. I stopped to indulge in some mindless pleasures. I stopped because I thought I had the time. I stopped because the world always seemed to be tipping on the edge of destruction. Yes, I stopped, and now I cannot find my way. The bag lady. The bag lady walks, and the bag lady talks. What if the bag lady was your mama? One thing's for sure. She's somebody's daughter. And somebody didn't treat her like they ought to. Because the bag lady walks. And the bag lady talks. She carries all kinds of bags filled with everything from canned goods to rags. People pass by her and make fun. Be careful. In one of those bags may rest a gun. Because the bag lady walks, and the bag lady talks. Is she really crazy, or are we misjudging her sanity? Been plagued with the burdens of society without a doubt. Could it be she decided to take the easy way out? Because the bag lady walks, and the bag lady talks. What if the bag lady was your mama? One thing's for sure, she's somebody's daughter, and somebody didn't treat her like they ought to.
Without any assistance or guidance from you, I have loved you assiduously for 8 months, 2 weeks, and a day. I have been stood up 4 times. I have left 7 packages on your doorstep, 40 poems, 2 plants, and 3 handmade note cards. I left town so I could send to you. Had been no assistance to me on my job. You call at 3 o'clock in the morning on weekdays, so I could drive 27.5 miles across the bay to meet you before I go to work. Charming, charming, but you have been of no assistance. I want you to know that this was an experiment to see how selfish I could be, if I would really carry on the snare of possible lover, if I was capable of debasing myself for the love of another. If I could stand not being wanted when I wanted to be wanted, and I cannot. So, with no further assistance and no guidance from you, I am ending this affair. This note is attached to a plant that I've been watering since the day I met you. You may water it your damn self.
Dizzy and Bird gave us his song.
They called it a night in Tunisia,
And the melody still lingers on.
This is going to be a sweet piece about a sweet piece, dig? To say to you that one of these days I'm gonna crawl down inside you. Gonna crawl down, way down, deep inside you. Gonna crawl in and curl up there, snuggle safe and warm there. Gonna hide myself inside you and warm myself by your fire. Then I'll creep up and sit in the curl of your mouth and feel the breeze from your lips. When you speak, your soft coffee mouth, full mouth, warm coffee cream lips that nibble and come away tasting of me. If I could crawl inside you, in your cool, dark wetness, in your hot breath insides, in your lush brown softness, if I could crawl inside you, I linger for only a moment. And when I had lain inside you, when I warmed myself inside you, slowly, slowly, I'd emerge, dripping, wet. Clothed and covered in you, wrapped entirely in you, feeling your cool softness inside me, leaving a trace of me in you, leaving my scent with you. Slowly, slowly, I'd creep up and I'd quietly, patiently wait.
Wouldn't it be awful? Wouldn't it be awful to be black and have no legends to leave behind? No kings, no queens, no forgotten kingdoms, no diamonds, no drum talk. Wouldn't it be awful to be black and have no legends to leave behind? No civil rights fights, no cotton, no struggles, no winnings, no niggings, no African Americans, no Africa, no history. Wouldn't it be awful to be black and have no legends to leave behind? To die having accomplished nothing in your black life? Wouldn't it be awful? You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may try me in the very dust, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons, like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard? You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history, shame, I'll rise. Up from the past that rooted in pain, I'll rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream, and I am the hope of the slave. I'll rise. I'll rise. I'll rise.
was a gal by the name of Kissy Lee, the toughest gal God ever made, and she drew a dirty, wicked blade. Now this here gal wasn't always tough. Nobody dreamed she turned off rough. But her grandma Mamie, now that's the name, she was a town sin and shame. When Kissy Lee was young and good, didn't nobody ever treat her like they should. Always getting beat by no good shine and always quick to cry and whine. Till her grandma said,
"Now listen to me. I'm tired of your whining, Kissy Lee. Don't nobody treat you right. And you're all day scrapping or in a fight. When I was a gal, where no soul could do me wrong and still stay home, I got me a razor to talk for me. And after that, they let me be."
Well, Kissy Lee took her advice. And after that, she didn't speak twice. When that gal learned to stab and run, she got herself a little gun. And after that, that gal was mean. She was the meanest mama you ever seen. She could hold her liquor and hold her man. And went through life raising sand. One night she walks in Jim's saloon and spots this guy what spoke too soon. He done her dirt long ago when she was good and feeling low. Kissy bought her drink and she paid her dime, watching this guy what beat her time. And as he was making for outside the door, Kissy shot him to the floor. Not a word she spoke, but she switched her blades and flashing that little old baby paid. Every living guy got out of her way, 'cause Kissy Lee was drawing her pay. She could shoot glass doors off the hinges, take herself on the wildest binges, and she died with her boots on, switching her blade on Talladega Mountain in the liquor rain.
What's all this here talking about? That man over there say that woman needs to be helped in the carriages and lifted over ditches and to have the best places everywhere. Nobody ever helped me into carriages or over mud puddles or gives me any best places. It ain't our woman. Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could head me. And ain't I a woman? I could work as much as a man when I could get it, and bear the latch as well. And ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen them most all sold into slavery. And when I cried out with the mother's grief, none but Jesus heard. And ain't I a woman?
Please help yourself to refreshments while we take about a 5-minute break. I'd like to introduce to you once again Cecilia Bailey, the lady who did the Negro Rhythm.
Good evening. Well, it appears that right now there are a lot of new beginnings happening. We have a new president, new mayor, new supervisor, county supervisor, and it seems like this might be a time of hope for all of us. And maybe those of us who feel that way might be encouraged to think that we might have to have a little more faith in ourselves and each other to accomplish some of the goals that we have. Because of that, I'm going to do a song called Believe in Me by Cheryl Lynn. Baby, it's no sin to show there are things you don't know. The sin is not to trust. Oh, I love the feeling that's inside both of us. In my eyes, can you see my sincerity? Baby, what's gone wrong before had a purpose. If you explore to get us ready for this one love, that's for us, for all we miss, for all of it. So please don't hesitate. Looking up, baby, yonder I see fields where there's sand. It's gonna rain, and all of the joys you've been dreaming of are there waiting to be claimed. Say, lover, I offer you my everything if you believe in me. All that I ask is you believe in me. And I promise that I won't let you down. You know I'll be around. Us two will see it through. Say, lover, baby, it's no sin to show there are things that you don't know. The sin is not to trust. All of the feeling that's inside both of us. In my eyes, can you see my sincerity? Now, baby, what's gone wrong before had a purpose. If you'll explore to get us ready for this, for one love, that's for us, for all we need, for all of it. So please don't hesitate. Looking up, baby, yonder I see fields where the sand, it's gonna rain, and all of the
Almighty above, below, and between. Open my heart and my soul when I sing. You know our desires. We need you, I'm sure. You offer a love so warm and secure. We need this love only you can give. To help us each day we're allowed to live. Oh, let there be songs our children can grow on. Even our plants, they're so great to set eyes on. Almighty above, below and between, soothe our mind and comfort our needs. Your love a soft whisper, your voice a calm breeze. I'll always include you to fulfill my needs. Thank you.
Ooh, does it make you feel that good? Better than my loving did. And baby, when you take that sip and you get that high, don't you slip into memories of me and your moans and your groans? Are they feelings of despair? 'Cause no matter how high you get, you're still chained by reality. Oh, baby, come home to me. Together, let's deal against this enemy. 'Cause you are too big a man to be wasted, and too much a part of me to forget.
Once upon a dream, we chased rainbows with laughter under a blazing coppery sun, ran naked, lovingly, like Nijinsky's fawn, through an autumn forest, drank warm, sweet elixir of life as our insidious tongues searched each other's mouths. Our taut, parched bodies thirst for rain as we shed ancient skins of another civilization. Once upon a dream, I touched deep within your soul, seeking tranquility. Your soul caressed me passionately, harboring me in the warmth of a quivering cosmos. As we bathed in the moistness of moonlight, you sailed away, high on the wing of a far eastern wind, never knowing, possibly not caring, that I have flown away also.
The rent man knocks. He says, howdy do. I said, what can I do for you? He says, you know your rent is due. I say, listen, before I pay, I go to Hades and rot away. The sink is broke, the water don't run. You haven't done a thing you promised to have done. The back window is cracked. The kitchen floor squeaks. There's rats in the cellar and the attic leaks. He said, it's not me. I just the agent, don't you see? I said, naturally. You passed the buck. But if it's money you want, you're out of luck. He said, mister, I'm not pleased. I said, neither am I. So we agreed.
Abortion will not let you forget.
I love the Lord, He heard my cry.
You remember the children you got. that you did not get. The damn small pumps with little or no hair, the singers and workers who never handled the air. You will never neglect nor beat them, nor silence, nor buy with the sweet. You will never wind up the sucking thumb or scuttle off coasts that come. You will never leave them, controlling your luscious sigh. Return for a snack of them with gobbling mother eye. I have heard in the voices of the wind, the voices of my dim-killed children. I have contracted, I have eased my dim deeds at the breast they could never suck. I have said, sweets, if I have sinned, if I have seized your luck and your lives from your unfinished reach, if I have stolen your purse and your names, your straight baby tears and your games, your stilted or lovely love, your tumults, your marriages, your aches and your deaths. If I have poisoned the beginnings of your breast, believe me, in my deliberateness, I was not delivered. But why should I whine? Whine that the crime was other than mine, since anyhow you are dead. Or rather, or instead, you were never made. But that too, I'm afraid, is false. Or what shall I say? How can the truth be said? You were born, you had body, you died. It's just that you never giggled, nor planned, nor cried. Believe me, I loved you. Believe me, I knew you, though faintly, and I loved you. I loved you. I loved you. I loved you all.
I feel
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home.
Abortions will not let you forget.
The sun and yo te quiero. You are warm and living beside me, my apricot, giving me serene joy in the heat of the midday sun, tasting as bananas, lying among marigolds. Yo te quiero in divine silence, and you, my immaculate truth, sowing seeds from a place endowed in the cool of my chest, my ecstasy growing as amaryllis in the African sun, as we fill the earth.
A little bird with plumage brown beside my window flutters down and chirps. A moment chirps its little strain, then taps upon my window pane, then chirps again and hops along to call my notice to its song. But I work on, nor heed its lay, till in neglect it flies away. So birds of peace and hope and love come fluttering earthward from above, to settle on life's windowsills and ease our load of earthly ills. But we in traffic's rush and din, too deep engaged to let them in, with saddened heart and sense plod on, nor know our loss till they are gone.
South African panorama. How shall I go when they take me? Will it be by gas or by gun? Will they take me, dragging me through the streets like a dead carcass? How shall I go when they take me? With no witness, or with a mass witness my demise? Shall it be with no love, abandoned like a dog in a ditch? Who will care for my children? You know, we are likened to a black Holocaust, spit upon, raped, and deceived, while they creep through life, hiding their guilt behind a labile, lackadaisical, lame-brained, lewd, lascivious, low-life, lobotomized legislative body that is not by nor for the majority of the people.
Seen freedom. Elusive it seems to be. Who but a dead man knows what it means to be free? But sometimes the master, he becomes the slave, and still the same game is continuously played. You know, man has been enslaved for 1,000,000 years. In his wealthy caves, he has housed 1,000 fears. But what man seeks to find, he will not find, 'cause he won't take a look inside his own mind. Reach out, touch it. Freedom's in the air. It glides right by our open eyes. Like an eagle, freedom soars, more precious than before. And I know somewhere there is freedom in the air. Reach out, touch it. It glides right by our very eyes.
I'll be buried in my grave, and I'll go home to my Lord, and I'll be free.
Thinking, deepest thoughts. My consciousness thrives, yet my mind is empty. My heart is full, yet confused. Miles, many complex miles, confusion abounds, and walking without style or color, I'm blind. As a child, I thought as a child. Now as a man, I still think childish thoughts. What within the universe motivates this strange feeling? Maybe I'm too short for that, or too tall. Or maybe I'm just too black, too classy, too elite. Or maybe I'm just too rich in emotion. I've been here since the beginning of time, eons of timeless time, useless time. Play the game with and without love. Loving and crying, maybe. Crying and loving, possibly. Within a glass capsule I dwell with many green gardens. Bach, Beethoven, Masses, Ross, Holiday, and Streisand soothe me. For shattered are my nerves, drunken is my mind. Within the cosmos, spirits seek. Spirits seek to find me, to touch me, maybe even to love me. Maybe. But the miles are many. the days are few. I cannot think rationally. My mind, so complex are the thoughts of my mind. Deep, so very, very deep. The inner recesses are cold, frigid with a strange warmth. But what about today, tonight, tomorrow? All bleakness within my confusion. A silver streak rattles across an enclosed sky beneath a hidden heaven, scattering the stars like grains of sand. I am alone. Though green fields and musical notes of an eternity surround me, I am alone, yet not lonely.
And go home.
We have been believers, believing in the black gods of an old land, believing in the secrets of the spirit, and the magic of the charmer, and the power of the devil's evil ones. And in the white gods of a new land, we have been believers, believing in the mercy of our masters and the beauty of our brothers, believing in the conjure of the humble and the faithful and the pure. Neither the slaver's whip, nor the lyncher's rope, nor the bayonet could kill our black belief. In our hunger we beheld the welcome table, and in our nakedness the glory of a long white robe. We have been believers in a new Jerusalem. We have been believers, feeding greedy, grinning gods like a Moloch, demanding our sons and our daughters, our strength and our wills, and our spirits of pain. We have been believers, silent and stoic and stubborn and strong. We have been believers, yielding substance for the world. With our hands have we fed a people, and out of our strength have they wrung the necessities of a nation. Our song has filled the twilight, and our hope has heralded the dawn. Now, we stand ready for the touch of one fiery iron, for the cleansing breath of many molten truths, that the eyes of the blind may see, and the ears of the deaf may hear, and the tongues of the people be filled with living fire. Where are our gods that they leave us asleep? Surely the priests and the preachers and the powers will hear. Surely now that our hands are empty and our hearts too full to pray, they will understand. Surely the sires of the people will send us a sign. We have been believers, believing in our burdens and our demigods too long. Now the needy no longer weep and pray. The long-suffering arise, and our fists bleed against the bars with a strange insistency.
You know, I was on my way here, rushing out the door, trying not to be late, and all of a sudden the phone rang. Now, I don't know about all of you women, but sometimes I rush back. You never know, Mr. Wright might be on that phone. And I rushed back, jumped for the phone, fifth ring, out of breath, trying to be sexy. Hello. And the man on the other line said, honey, this is Luther. And I said, oh, yes. Luther who? And the man said, Luther, need I say more? And I said, no. He said, Deborah, I hear you write songs. I said, yes, I do. He said, Lionel's been a little preoccupied lately, and I am in need of a song. I said, you need to look no more. He said, well, can you sing this song to me right now? I said, I guess I can. So let's hope that maybe on December 18th, when Luther is here, You will hear this song one more time. I pledge my love to you, never thought that it would end. But now the magic feeling's gone, once lovers, now just friends. I wish I could erase the pain I feel today. Go back in time when love was mine, return to yesterday. Can we bring it back? Recapture the love, can we bring it back? We had so much of the fire, the magic, the mystery, the glow. Can we bring it back? Where did love go? We act like perfect strangers, with nothing left to say. A careless word, a thoughtless deed has swept our love away. The fire of love that once burned bright has left us ashes here. Can we revive a flame that started when the magic's disappeared? Can we bring it back or recapture the love? Can we bring it back? We had so much of the magic, the fire, the mystery, the glow. Can we bring it back? Can we bring it back? Can we bring it back? Where did love go?
Maya Angelou has written a poem for a lady who rides a bus in New York City. She's a maid. She has 2 shopping bags. When the bus stops abruptly, this lady would laugh. When the bus stops slowly, this lady would laugh. When the bus picks up someone, this lady would laugh. When the bus missed someone, this lady would ah ha ha. Maya says, I see. That's that survival apparatus. Now let me write about that to honor this lady who helps us to survive. It's through her determination we're able to stand. So Maya uses this poem with Paul Laurence Dunbar's poem, Mask, and her own poem, Songs to the Old Ones. Paul Laurence Dunbar wrote Mask in 1892. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. With torn and bleeding hearts, we smile and mile with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs, and they let them only see us while we wear the mask and we smile? Oh, my God, to thee our cries. Our sins to thee from tortured souls arise. And we sing, hey, baby now. And we sing, hey. The clay is vile beneath our feet, and long the mile. But let the world think otherwise. We wear the mask. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life has been one great big joke. A dance 'twas walked, a song 'twas spoke. I laugh so hard, I almost choke when I think about myself. My mother, 70 years in these folks' world. The child she works for calls her girl. My mother says, yes, ma'am, for working's sake. She's too proud to bend and too poor to break. So I laugh till my stomach aches when I think about myself. My folks can make me split my side. I laugh so hard, I nearly died. The tales they tell sound just like lying. They grow the fruit, but eat the rind. So I laugh till I start to cry. And I think about myself and my folks and the little children. My fathers sit on benches. Their flesh count every plank. The slats leave dents of darkness deep in their withered flanks, and they gnaw like broken candles, all waxed and burnt profound. They say, but it's our submission, and that made your world go round. There in those pleated faces, I see the auction block, the chains and slavery's coffles, the whip and lash and stock. My father speaking voices that shred my facts and sound. And they say, but it's our understanding, and that made your world go round. They laugh to shield their crime. They shuffle through their dreams. They step and fetch the country and wrote the blues and screams. I understand their meaning. It could and did derive from living on the ledge of death. They kept my race alive by wearing the mask. Thank you.
We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's get it.
I would like to thank you all for coming and sharing in this with us. I'd like to take this time to introduce to you the poetry readers and thank them for their participation. First of all, Faye Jackson. If I'm not mistaken, I think she performed mostly all of her works, with the exception of, okay, she performed mostly all of her works. I'd also like to recognize Steve Harden. I'd also like to give a special thanks to some people that were in on the inception that helped plan and organize this. First of all, Debbie Blanks. I think mostly all the works that you did were written by Debbie, and I think the very last, Can We Bring It Back? I'd also like to recognize Jackie Williams. Accompanying Jackie through most of the background was Terry P. I'd also like to recognize Craig Banks Barraw. Also, a special thanks to Francine Triplett. She wrote many of the things that she did. She did a lot of Maya Angelou, and The Bag Lady was written by Francine Triplett. And also, the People's Theater. We'd like to give a very warm applause to them, please. Thank you. First of all, to Willie Baldwin, who's running around here somewhere. He put a lot of stuff together. And also to the people that were working behind the bar. I don't know all the names. And finally, to Gerald Wallace, our company. Director of People's Theater, Gerald Wallace. I'd like to present the People's Theater check from Michael. thank all of you for your support. We ask that you please join us at the Bavarian Inn for an after-party reception. And the Bavarian Inn is located on 700 West Lexington Avenue. And we also have a rose for Faye Jackson. I'm sorry. Also, who's here? Steve Harper.
Also for Micro, who put this on.
I'd also like to recognize the people that started in the open session, that started it off for us. First of all, Cecilia, and I have a middle block for your last name. Bailey. Cecilia Bailey. And Rose Luheen. Okay. Thank you once again, and please look to hear from us in the future.